Hi everyone, Jim here. Here's my cordless Makita Track Saw. Let me tell you about it. So last spring I bought this Makita Track Saw, and this is one tool that I bought that has been kind of revolutionary in my shop. I wish I'd bought one of these years ago. If I were to have a choice of buying a saw these days, I would buy this before buying a table saw, if I only could choose one or the other, because of how versatile it is. My son and I today were cutting down some panels that we're going to be using for cabinets in our shop, and so we've set up our Centipede. If you'd like to know more about that, I did a review and I'll link to that above. So we're cutting these things down outside to make them smaller so that we can carry them downstairs and use the table saw to finish our cabinets. This saw, I use it everywhere, but it's just perfect because you can really get nice edge cuts, perfectly straight. This does what a table saw would do, yet portable. So if you had a choice of buying only one saw, this is the saw I would get. Now, when I purchased this, I looked at the reviews online, and by far Festool was always rated #1, but I'm not a professional carpenter. This is what we do for our landscaping business and things like that. So I wasn't gonna spend the kind of money to get a Festool. The Makita constantly came in rated as high, almost as high as the Festool, and it's just been a nice saw. Originally I was going to get the corded version, but my son started doing landscaping with cordless Makita equipment, so we started using that battery system. Now, as far as the quality goes, this thing is amazing, but if you were to get a cordless one, and let's say you're already using DeWalt, the DeWalt tool would be the one to buy. You know, if you've already invested in a battery system, I would go with whatever battery system you have used if you're going to go cordless. If you're going to go corded, I think Makita was probably rated the highest next to the Festool at half the price. That would be the one I would recommend. But definitely going cordless has some real advantages, and you know, you don't have the cord getting in the way, and you don't have to have an outlet nearby. So you know, we don't have an outlet real close to us at this moment, so having batteries just works perfectly. So let me show you how it works. This is a tool that I would definitely recommend. So you put it on the track, you lock it in, start the motor. The blade has a plunge feature, so you can start in the middle of a panel if you need to for whatever reason. So one of the beauties of working outside, we can just blow the sawdust off.
So what he's doing there, he's sliding that track in there, and he clamps down right on his line. And I'm gonna check my line. So I'm a little off.
Yeah.
Just a wee bit. Just like that. There we go.
All right.
Now you get in there.
Then we lock it into place with the lock there. Then this is the release to plunge the blade. All there is to it. Yeah, and the track comes in 2 pieces. So when I bought this originally, it has a 55-inch track. And I originally bought the 55 and the 39 thinking that would be long enough to do an 8-foot sheet. I was wrong. So then I had to go out and buy another 55-inch. If I were to do it over again, they do make a 110-inch track that will do a whole sheet with one track. So I would buy that and then one of the 55s so that for your cross cuts. Because this works pretty well. You bolt it together. You have a rail that attaches the 2 pieces, but it's still a little, it's not 100%. So if I could get like 1-piece unit, I think that would be the better way to go. Now, that's the only thing I can really think of that I would change if I were to do this again. But other than that, it's a really nice saw, really makes cutting down these panels easy. So we've got the Bora Centipede that we use this big thick piece of foam on. And this makes cutting down 4x8 sheets just awesome. The Centipede between the Centipede and the Track Saw, it's a perfect combination. I would highly recommend both. The only thing that I would say, the Centipede's about $200 for the 4x8 version, which seems a little high to me for what it is, but at the same time, what it does makes it worth it for me. So I would definitely recommend that as well. And packing up the Centipede is just super easy. That's all there is to it. Such a cool thing. When you're done using the full track, you can then use a Allen wrench to unscrew it, and then it comes into two pieces, which does make it easy to carry. The larger track would be more difficult to move around, but I think it would be easier to use when you're actually cutting it. That's all there is to it to take it apart. If you've had a tool that you thought was revolutionary, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you and know what works well in your shop. And as always, if you'd like to join my channel, please click like and subscribe. You know the drill. Talk to you later.